Hi everyone. In previous videos, I have shown you how to spin up instances via Terraform in AWS and then use those instances IPs in order to spin up a production level Kubernetes cluster via kops or via Kubespray. Uh, I was thinking to actually parameterize that Terraform codes a bit more. So to make it more readable and more efficient. So it's a very quick video, just in order to show you how this is working. And definitely, I've got a plan to have some videos about Terraform and automation stuff like that. But uh, by the way, it's a good practice. So as you remember, uh, I got my Ansible controller inside AWS. The reason is uh, for the security issues, I wanted that AWS, that Ansible controller to sit inside a public subnet, public subnet, and then I wanted my nodes and cluster nodes to be spinned up inside a private subnet. So, okay, just I'm going I'm going to connect to this machine. All right. Yes. All right. This is my Ansible controller, and seed LL. I've got my Terraform codes here. So, alright, if you remember, my previous code was uh, not parameterized as it has to be in a clean and useful code, the Terraform HCL code. So just have a look to this one. This is the backup which I've taken from my previous code. And if you just see that, okay, you can see that everything been subnet ID, everything been actually defined here. So what I have done, actually, okay, uh, I have actually created a new main TF. So in order to parameterize your Terraform code, the best practice is having main TF and then define, okay, as you can see, provide and then define the variables, and you need to have the mm, variables.tf, and instead of that once you got variables you can pass it via ad hoc commands as well, but mm, it's much better to, instead of have pass them via ad hoc commands, which might you know not be that much efficient, and it put you in risk of mistakes and stuff like that. You have to have another let me get out of here. Sorry. So you need to have this main TF, Terraform TF state, and variables. So these main TF will be mapped to these variables, and instead of passing the variables manually, we will use Terraform TF state here. Okay. Uh, so let's get back to my main TF. As you can see, I'm just gonna go step by step. So, okay, this is the provider, AWS. Since I've already defined AWS config here, so let me show AWS configure is already set. So it's already been set to AP-southeast southeast 2. So that's why I don't need to actually define it here or in variables as well. So this is the provider. This is the resource for the AWS. I define AWS instances, and here is the master node. And then I've got count, which is the number of the masters which I need. For example, if you need 2 or 3 master nodes, you definitely need 2 or 3 in a production level network. And this is the AMI. Everything, see, everything is parameterized. So I'm not adding any AMI here. I'm just providing the variables later on. Instance type, uh, key name, subnet, VPC security group. I want them all in one, all the nodes in one VPC security groups. And this is the name. So if you see the name, the, the convention which I'm using is adding, it is count index. Why I'm putting this one? In order to name that, master nodes uh, automatically. So if you spin up 3 nodes, you will have master 1, 3 master nodes. You will have master 1, master 2, and master 3. You can definitely use uh, new tools like ChatGPT in order to help you to have such a code. But first of all, you have to just know the principles, and after you know the principles, definitely you can use it. For instance, in order to having this uh, naming convention, I use ChatGPT to help me and provide me that formula, which is a bit difficult for a person like me, who has telco and networking background instead of software background. Okay, resources, AWS instance, worker, and again, it's just same as above, and you can see this is the naming convention for uh, workers. And the fun part is, instead of going and okay, if you spin up them, you have to go to instances and see. Previously, it was the way we have done it. So as you can see, this is just my Ansible controller here, but you had to go and grab the private IP addresses previously from here, like this, in order to get the private IP addresses, not just for Ansible controller, for the uh, Kubernetes cluster nodes, but in the way which I am doing, uh, the fun part is you will have them as an output at the end of your Terraform code. So it will make your life much easier than before. I will provide the code in the comments and introduction. Okay, let's just have a look to our variables. Okay, here is the place which we will provide our variables which been actually referred in or main.tf codes. So I've got variable AMI description, variable instance title, type of instance, variable key name, variable subnet ID. I'm here. I'm just providing the description as well as the type. So VPC security, it's a string. So description is this one. Type is list string. So you will have a list. The list is just a type of uh, usual programming like Python list, and it is defining, okay, the type should be a list of strings. So the variable for number type is number. Here you have to provide the number, two, three, something like that. Here is the variable of number of workers, type is number, and this is the instance name. Okay, so these two file is enough to run your Terraform code, but you have to enter everything manually, which is not a good, practice. So the last part and the last file is Terraform TFVars. Here I put them all together. AMI, instance type, I want them to be T3 medium, all of them. Key name, this is the key name. Subnet ID, since I want them all in one subnet ID, which is private. VPC security group ID, this is the list, you see. It's like a list and list of strings. And I can even put it as a string as well, but I just wanted to show that, okay, you can have type of list as well. Number of masters, two. Number of workers, two. Okay, in production network, in production level, you will definitely have three, at least three master nodes and three worker nodes. Instance name is just instance, okay? And let's get back from here. Okay, then let me see. Let me check if everything is running fine. Terraform init. It's initializing backend, so it's actually connecting to the backend AWS plugins and APIs and stuff like that in order to see everything is going smoothly and correctly. So then it's a good practice, instead of running Terraform apply, first to see what is or what has been planned. So Terraform plan, it is here it is showing us, okay, what will happen. We will have AMI, these are known. So the good thing about Terraform, it's actually not, it's declarative language. So you declare the state which you are looking after, and you don't need to provide what it has to do one by one, like what you do for mm, non-declarative languages like Ansible. So in Ansible, you have to provide one step, second step, first step, third step, you know what I mean? But here, you just provide the steps and the status which you're looking for. So at the end, we need three worker and three master nodes. So it will actually provide it itself for us. And that's why I love Terraform. As you know, there is also You might know there is also a certification for Terraform. I already got it. So I think that I got it 1 years ago, 1 year or even more. So yeah, I learned a much after, you know, getting that certification, but honestly, certification is just the first step. So after certification, you have to do w- as much as, practices and practical examples in order to get familiar yourself with Terraform and all DevSecOps automation tools. There are actually DevOps tools as well. I'm saying DevSecOps because my view is always from security point of view. All right, so Terraform apply. So I don't want to, I think there was a command. I'm not good with you know, remembering the commands and stuff. But I think auto approve dash yes. You don't need to. Uh, it was dash dash. I think. Uh, let me see what will be the command. I don't want. I don't want to see yes. At the end. This is auto approve. Terraform. Just like all Linux commands, dash dash h or dash dash help will show you the manual. Okay, great. So instance worker 0, master 1, worker 1 is creating. Okay, it seems that I didn't uh, save the numbers, so as I remember, it was just 2. But anyway, as you can see, 2 master. Uh, uh, you can change the numbers to 3 and 3 if you want. In a You want it as a production level cluster. But by the way, since it's just for the purpose of learning, that's fine. So see, now you got the private IP addresses here. Then all you have to do is just grabbing these private IP addresses and then use them inside your uh, Ansible code or COPS. Or you can even export these variables as environmental variables as well. So Terraform got this capability as well. Uh, but I think that's fine for us for now. So if you just go to instances as well, you see that these instances already been spinned up as well. You can find a private IP address here as well. So for example, okay, let me show you the naming. Instance master 1, master 2, worker 1, worker 2. And for example, for master 1, it is 177. Uh, and see, master's IP 177. They all been listed in the out. Okay, thank you guys. I think that's enough for today. Please don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channels in order to see much about my journey towards DevSecOps engineering. Have a good one. Bye bye.